Hello there and salam Ibu Pertiwiku. The rights of Sarawak have not been justly fulfilled, and we have to be aware of these issues and take action in order to protect what is duly ours. This was the sentiment shared by all three speakers at a public dialogue based on the Oil Mining Ordinance OMO 1958, Malaysia Act 1963 and Federal Constitution and Relations held yesterday, attended by Assistant Minister of Law, State Federal Relations and Project Monitoring, Sharifah Hasidah Said Aman Ghazali, Santubong Member of Parliament Datuk Seri Wan Junaidi Tuanku Jaafar, and Sibu Rural District Council SRDC Deputy Chairman Robert Lau Hui Yu. Robert Lau said in his eye-opening words, stressed that Sarawakians who have been hindered from their own history should be aware of their rights and defend them regardless of the political party they support. Meanwhile, Wan Junaidi, highlighting on the Sarawak strength in OMO 1958, stated that the state government will discuss issues pertaining to Sarawak's rights with the federal government while centering its focus on the issue of MA 63 and the 5% tax imposed on Sarawak's oil and gas. With regards to negotiations with the federal government, Sharifah Hasidah emphasized that it is important for Sarawak and the Gabungan Parti Sarawak GPS to be independent of Pakatan Harapan. According to her, an interim report is expected to be ready by the end of July, which will be discussed in an MA 63 steering committee meeting with Prime Minister Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad. Speaking at the same event discussing on the current situation between the Oil Mining Ordinance OMO 1958 and Petroleum Development Act PDA 1974 yesterday, Assistant Minister of Law, State Federal Relations and Project Monitoring Sharifah Hasidah Said Aman Ghazali concluded that OMO 1958 and PDA 1974 are not in conflict and can instead be reconciled. Sharifah Hasidah, in her explanation of OMO 1958, stated that the law, along with the other Sarawak laws, are still valid and are made laws of Malaysia by virtue of Section 73 of the Malaysia Act 1963 and the Federal Constitution. Although the laws used to be suspended due to a state of emergency in 1969, according to Sharifah, it was never nullified and became fully enforceable in 2011 by then Prime Minister Datuk Seri Najib Tun Razak, who ended the state of emergency. She explained further the PDA 1974 that was passed 5 years after the state of emergency, which gave full exclusive rights to Petronas to explore, mine and benefit from oil and gas activities in Malaysia, including Sarawak, did not overrule OMO 1958. Stressing on the right of Sarawak, Sharifah said, Petronas must comply to the laws and regulations of wherever they operate. Thus, the notice that Sarawak government gave to Petronas in April last year to demand compliance with OMO 1958 in efforts of gaining back the state's rights has been refused by the company and brought to the federal court last year. The suit was, however, rejected in favor of the state of Sarawak, whereby the court reinforced that PDA 1974 does not repeal OMO 1958, and thus the law was amended in order to streamline it in accordance with modern-day oil and gas practices and standards. Sharifah Hasidah further said that the negotiations between the state government and Petronas regarding the notice of allowing the company a grace period until the end of this year to comply with OMO 1958 has been going to a positive direction. She added, with the rightful implementation of OMO 1958, Sarawak can expect to receive revenues in the billions that can be used to further develop the state, particularly the rural areas. And that is all for now. I'm Shira Abang Manso for TV Sarawak, anytime, anywhere.